The IP lady, she got them moving. Keep easy lady.
She got them moving. African beauty.
It's what you live, what you breathe, and what you sleep. It's your passion. Now, let us bring it to life. Live the pressure on the field. Witness the pain and determination. Experience every tackle.
What a tackle!
And feel the emotion of the crowd. Sharpen your senses with lifelike detail and clarity. And intense surround sound.
South Africa leads. Back to the Cheetahs.
Bring your love of sport to life.
An opportunity, and the shot is drilled in the back of the net. It's a superb finish. Return over. Off you go,
FEB for Sport. Only on Record TV.
Wedding fairy tales.
I've been around this world. I've been a lot of places. Seen a million faces in 1,000 times.
It brings you motivational marriage quotes, gratifying fashion and essence, spanking decoration, wedding fairy tales.
I knew I found heaven, and I've been wanting to tell you, I'm never wanna let you go.
Catch the most romantic, fun, only on Record TV. Wedding fairy tales, Sundays 1 p.m. and Thursdays 3 p.m.
Good evening. Welcome to the program Her Moment. Her Moment is a program that usually is discussed with women and girls, though also men are needed. We talk about so many things. We talk about violence, how to raise a child, a girl child especially. And tonight in the studio, I'm not alone. I have some guests with me. I have two mothers. I have a girl child who is going to help us with our discussion. And tonight we are going to look at how have you prepared your girl child for school? We've learned so much on school. It's because the children have been at home 2 months. They've been there for quite some time. I hope parents who are there, you've had enough time with your girl children. You've talked to them. You've discussed so many things with them. Now it's time to let them go. They are going back to school. How have you prepared them? What have you done for them? That is what we are going to talk about tonight. You're welcome, my guests.
Thank you.
I think I'll ask you to introduce yourselves.
Good evening, our viewers. Olivia Sechintu. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening, viewers. I'm Mirembe Josephine, studying at St. Peter's SS Zambia in Senior 3. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening, viewers. I'm Grace Mayo Nantumbwe. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much. Now we are looking at how have we raised our girl children. We have Mirembe Josephine here. We are looking at them so much. Children are going to start. They are about to start. All the best, you know, we are hoping for all the best. We vote and they start because they've really stayed at home. Some of them have been at home since November.
Yeah.
Since November. Yes, most of them have been, some maybe for those in O level, they've been home since October, which means they've been at home for around 3 months.
Yeah.
And they've really sat for some time. Now, as parents, what do you think? How have you prepared? Or, Nalong, what do you think mothers should do? Because the harsh time is about to arrive. Do they have 1 week to go? I know it is her counting. 2 weeks, 1 week? 2. They count. They know it very well. It's even there is one I had who said, I'm fed up of home, I want to go back to school. Can you imagine? So, how have you prepared? Or if you discuss with other women out there, how have they prepared? Or what should parents do as their girls are going away?
As a mother and a parent?
Nalongo. You mean to say you can be a mother when you're not a parent?
Yes.
Sincerely?
Yes.
I'm just hearing it from you. I thought all mothers must be parents.
Being a parent is something, again, something else.
And you tell them they don't know.
You can be a mother and you are not a parent.
Okay. Tell us. Let us first see that. Because I thought the moment you become a mother, automatically you're a parent.
Not that. Haven't you ever seen someone giving birth to her or her baby and she throws that baby away? Is that a parent?
Okay, I understand now.
Yes.
Grace, you have something to add on that?
Yes. Some, they throw their kids in the
dustbins, toilets. They are not parents.
Yeah, some they give birth and take to the mother-in-law or somebody there.
They are not parents.
Yeah, because a parent should raise his or her child.
And we are looking at parenting today.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to raise your child. You nurture her.
And then you're taking me back to something. You said someone gives birth to a child, or mostly we are looking at girl children, and takes to the mother-in-law. Isn't that a parent? There must have been issues why she has given. Remember, when she gives the mother-in-law or her mother, she's giving in help. Isn't that a parent? Yeah, Phoebe has. Have you ever been a parent?
Actually, I've never, but I have parents. There is this thing called parenthood. Being a mother or a father is different from being a parent.
Okay.
Actually, parenthood is when a person accepts to be a mother or a father and gives total help, support, and proper care for the child to grow up properly and well.
Okay.
But a mother is this person who just, okay, being a mother is easy. Get pregnant, get pregnant and give birth. You're already a mother, though you drop the child, though you still have it, though you dump it to your parents, you're still
A
mother. Or a father, you can make a woman pregnant and move away.
Okay.
Though you're somewhere else and you're not with your child, you're still a father. You know, in your heart, I gave birth. I made a woman pregnant. So I'm a father, but you're not a parent because you don't care for that child, or you don't do anything to that child.
Thank you for educating me. I love that because for me, I thought that the moment I'm a parent. Now, let us look at parents mothers who are really parents. Our girl children are going back to school.
So, as a parent, as I've told you, you have always to have talks with your. Now, we are having a conversation of a girl child.
Yeah.
So you have to have talks with your girl. Now, like Phoebe, she's a big girl. She has grown up. You don't have to leave them just like that. Always have separate, even if you have some young kids at home. But you look at the age to which you are talking to. Now, like Phoebe, she's something like 15 years, making 15 years. So you have to talk to her as you are going back to school. You know, there are boys, there are men outside there. You have to be careful with your life. I always talk to her. And I remember one time when I was very young, my mother used to talk to our big sisters. She used to tell them, you know what? When you start menstruation periods, you have to be very careful, because if you mess up with a man, you are going to get pregnant. Those days, our days. But these days, you get pregnant and then you get HIV. You will have to contract HIV.
Now, Longo, there is something that is biting me. Talk. Mothers of those days used to talk, but do you mothers of these days talk? You have to work. You have this, colasente. My children, you want to give your children all the luxuries in life. So you go with the door, you come back with the door. As you open it, as you close it for your back. Do you talk? Then when do you discuss that as mothers of today?
Yes, as mothers of today, we are working,
and
but
I appreciate
at
that.
least always get some time in a week. Get some time and have a talk with your daughters.
By the way, mothers who are out there, don't say that Cross is against us. I really love you a lot. Thank you for working. Thank you for caring for our sweet girls. But please, have time and talk to them. It's really very important.
Yes, you just have to create time, because even time is not there.
Yeah.
Now, like me, I'm not yet at home. I left home very early in the morning, and I've not yet reached home. But always give time to your children. Call them, at least ask them what happens at school, what happens outside there. Let them tell you, and then talk to them. Tell them about what is there. They are men now, like as they are going back to school. Yeah. My heart is pumping. I'm trying to look up and down. Where am I getting money? She needs a new uniform, because they need to be
not only uniform. I know they are. I want.
Yes, they need many things. So I'm like, where am I going to get money? I have to get for this girl A, B, C, D to make her happy. Okay. Because once she's happy, she will perform in school. Once your girl is happy, or your daughter is happy at school, she won't.
Go this way, that way.
Yes, because
look for money.
They look for money because you, the parent, you've not provided.
But then, Nalongo, let's look at provision. There are parents who cannot provide everything. They cannot provide everything. There is a parent who will be able to give the daughter the basic needs. Those are the books, pencils, pens, the pads, and whatever. And she won't be able to give her pocket money as much pocket money. But then there is a parent who will give pocket money, because there was a parent I was on who gave the daughter pocket money, 700,000. I was like, wow, even my salary is not 700,000. The government has never given teachers 700,000, and you give your daughter 700,000. What do you say about that?
Again, that is very bad. Because now this girl, instead of studying, she's going to brag around at school. That's not good.
She will buy everyone.
Everyone, everything. But again, as a parent, okay, give that daughter minimum amount of money. Yes, you have everything. But once you give your daughter all that money, it's success. Really, she doesn't need all that money.
But I have money, why not?
No, having that money, at least you can put it, fix it you open for an account in a bank, fix it. Okay. She will need it sometime. And look, I had an issue. I had a friend, I was in college. That girl, the parents used only to provide school fees to her. So when I looked at that girl, I loved her. I looked at her, she seemed to be young. I befriended her. But only to check, the mother could provide the school fees. The father didn't provide anything. So I befriended her. I took her to become my sister. I took her, she became my sister. I could come from home when I'm requesting for things at home. For the things to use at school. I could ask for money, whereby I'm also going to do what? To take care of my sister. I took her to become my sister. So I could, if it is buying maybe things, eatables and everything, I could pack things for 2. I could ask for many, many things, so that I could reduce on those things and then
give her some.
Save some money for our pocket money at school. Okay. And I took 3 years in that school, in that college. It was in Kumba College by that time, and until we finished, when she was my sister.
Okay.
She was born again Christian, so I loved her so much. So, as a parent, though you don't have money enough for your daughter, talk to her, show that please, you see the status I'm in, we don't have a lot of money, but please go and study. I'm committing you in the hands of God. But again, though God is there, but again, don't put this girl to a test.
You're the same person saying this.
Yes, you have to go this one. You have to, yes, don't put them at a test. Give them some little money, and then put them in the hands of God. Yes. Okay.
Grace, what do you have to say before you go to FEB?
Yeah, it is very important to talk to your children. I remember when I was still studying, from that time when we were studying, where there was P1A, P1B, P1C. So like from that stage, I grew up with when I started studying, I was with my Jaja, and she took a very good care of me.
She was the parent that time?
Yes, because there were some issues with my parents. So she asked my dad to take care of me. But that time, she could give me, I cannot say like, anyway, I can say all, because that time that's what I needed. And I was in the village, so we could go dig in the morning, much as you're that young, or maybe 7 years, you go dig. Even if you dig from here to there, but as long as you've done something in the morning, then she gives you maybe a piece of cassava or sweet potato. You take, then you go to school. And she used to make pancakes, so she could give me, then I take. Coming back home, I always found something to eat. There is no day I came back home and I found nothing. She could be boiling beans, then maybe she put some few bananas, matoke, few of them, maybe like 3 or 4.
Grace,
for me.
I see your point. There is something you're telling the parents
to take care of their kids
when they are going to school.
When they are going to
pack something, and especially for those who are in UPE, because. But then, I don't advise parents to pack food.
But at least they give them something in the morning to eat.
Food.
Something in the morning.
There are so many issues with food in the morning. the food which is divided gulu, the leftover food.
And what
No,
happened?
there are some people will tell us. There are so many issues with that food.
And it depends. Me, that time I was in the village where we could not afford maybe bread, though she could make pancakes.
Yeah. You know, when it is dry food, it is okay. But I've never come across children. There was one time I found, because I taught in a village, when they had come, they sat and it was portion beans in their container. But it was already cold.
Me, it didn't happen.
I think for them, maybe Jaja used to prepare for you this, you know, the nice one, put under fire, and then in the morning, wow, that one is nice.
Yeah, I used to take that one.
So you mean to say they need to care for them when they go to school, and when they come back, they need to find something to eat.
Yes.
And that is a problem.
Yes.
Nowadays, it is a very big problem.
Because
That's why kids are roaming up and down, going in other people's homes looking for what to eat.
And what advice are you giving the mothers out there?
As a mother
Hmm.
and as a working parent, we should always leave something at home for kids to eat, and which is enough. Me, I always tell my kids, if it is rice, prepare what is enough for you.
So that they can eat some later.
You prepare what is enough. I don't want you to go on people's neighbors' houses looking for what to eat.
When you've come back.
Because it will become a what? A song to the neighbors.
FEB, Josephine, tell us.
To me, first, giving me that luxury does not mean that you care about me or you love me. You may give me all the money, you give me all that clothing, but when you share it, you don't care about me. I don't start you loving me.
What do you mean?
There are these parents who go out of home. Maybe we children love sleeping, though it's school times. I can sleep, then by maybe 5, mom is already out of bed and she's going to work. She can't even wake me up, but she just looks up and goes. When it's time to come back, because I've been playing all day, maybe jazzing with my friends, time to come back, she finds everything prepared, but then I'm in bed sleeping. Then the next day, I spend like a full month that's seeing my mother or my father.
Okay.
Then, but when it comes to finding, you find when bread is in the cupboard, when you have milk in the fridge, you have everything is around at home, even food is there. Even money for eating, you find it there.
Okay.
But when you don't talk to me, how will I know my father? How will I know my mother?
They are working money for you, so that you can be well.
Working without talking to me, how will I know the person who is working for me? You may be working when I'm growing up, like these babies of these days, you may find that the child knows the maid as the mother and the father. The father goes out very early in the morning, and also the mother goes. Then they come back very late in the evening. And you know young children sleep very early. They don't take the time to stay around waiting for mother. If at all they've watched cartoon up to around 6, they will sleep. You'll find them sleeping
Talk
around
of
7.
cartoons, God brought cartoons to us. Continue.
When you watch, you just get tired. You know these people, as TV, when you focus a lot on TV, you get tired easily. My friend, those ones who have walked out there, and this one who is sitting on TV, you know, you're just sitting in one place, watching. You can't stand up, you can't sit down, you just don't stand watching TV. You don't want to miss what's going to go on next. You know, you get tired easily. So you will find us sleeping by the time you come back. So these children of these days, you may find the maid stays there. You will find the maid has gone out with the child. You're telling the child to stay, your mother is going to come back. I don't know who mommy is.
Now you talked of saying that if your parent gives you all the luxury, you're not contented. Why?
Because
this is a scenario whereby you ask for everything I've given you, I've loaded you with money. You know that's the way you talk. I've loaded you with cash. I've given you everything fancy, whatever you like.
Loading me with fancy does not mean you've loved me.
I want you to explain it to me.
I know this. Parents, you will give me everything, like even when I'm going to school, you give me the money. But if you don't come on video, my friend, I will say, I don't have anything. My mother has not done anything. Though they have sent the drivers to bring all the stuff, all the food, I'll say my mother doesn't like me.
Okay.
Because I need, when you come, you'll console me first of all. Maybe I had this child who slapped me last time. I'll have to tell mommy, mommy, this one beat me, mommy, this one, this stabbed me, mommy, this teacher, this stabbed me, mommy, this subject. you know, mommy and daddy can console you. You will think that everything is going to happen that day in the world. You know, these parents console a lot. N'ekintu ekiwanga kizibu nnyo agamba kigenda kuggwa.
And you feel contented.
You feel contented. Seriously, these parents are very good. That's why when these parents, like, they don't want to see, like, when they go early in the morning, then come back late. How will I get that love I need? And when this neighboring boy is there, and even this housemaid is there, and they ask me to go with them, maybe I'm a young child. Why won't I go with this housemaid who is always there with me? Then when you leave for me, all your making or all your whatever, I will still go with this one who will give me money than staying with this one who will buy me chips every day without seeing him or her.
Parents have had. You've heard. We are talking to you. I'm talking to you, parents. You've heard what she has said. She's a girl child. There's a lot of mistakes parents are doing. Now there is this issue that really burns me and kills me. You as parents, school is about to start. You stay in Nansana. Sincerely, you work in Nansana. What makes you take a child at Uganda Road Primary School? You know. And you take that child there because I've seen this scenario. The child was in the taxi with not enough money, going to school, and even she told me, and you know what? Even at school, I stay hungry because they don't have the money. I took the initiative of asking her, where do your parents work? That they work in Nansana. But for me, I study this way. What do you think? Why do parents move children far away from where they work or stay?
Now, our presenter, I want to inform you that parents, Auntie Prosi, I want to inform you parents. Now you see Buganda Road.
Yeah.
It's a government-aided school.
A moment, don't you think we have Bonabasome worldwide?
No, most of the schools in Nansana are private schools.
Oh my God, no.
Most of them, and at times, I'm looking for, now you see those old schools, I'm still looking for a name.
Okay.
At times even I have neighbors, they have their school, their children, they go to Buganda Road. And from long you hear Buganda Road has a name. So I'm looking for that name.
Okay. Because your neighbor has children in Buganda Road, and because you want the world to know that. Where do Nalungu's children go? Buganda Road.
Yes.
Oh my God. But you don't know that you're sacrificing your children.
You know, at times, parents are blind. I want to say that. Why? Because at times we do things, and afterwards you regret. Why you've taken your children, now like to Buganda Road. The money used for transport itself is worth it to put your child in Nansana in a certain school. But I think someone is, okay, even other parents will tell you that Buganda Road, I tell you, they are very good teachers. So I think
but what really amuses me, Buganda Road, the children pass, and also that school in Nansana, the children pass.
That is the big problem.
They also pass. They are teachers, qualified teachers.
They might be there, but you know,
status.
Even at times the English, which is being used, at times there are many things that force parents
to do things.
What
do you say, Grace?
I think sometimes it is somebody's belief that maybe Buganda Road is better than, since they are in town, maybe they teach more than these other schools from our local places, like where we stay, those villages.
Right now, our children are going back to school. Let us briefly look at some of the bad things of you're staying somewhere, your child goes somewhere. Maybe you've seen scenarios. Leave alone the parents who drive their children to school and pick them. And nowadays, schools have softened. They have buses, but also buses. They are very expensive and they are a problem. There is one time I found a bus, a mini coaster of Victoria's. It nearly crashed in Namirembe, packed with kids. God, we shouted, but I don't know what would have happened there. But okay, that is good what the schools have done. But then, if you don't have a vehicle, Because with the parents who have vehicles, it's okay. But what do you say about parents who tell their children, hurry up and go to school as young as 7 years? No, not 7. Now let me look at a girl child of 4 years. You find them holding each other in the road. 3, 4, nowadays they start at 2. There is even that one of 2. The one of 4 is the oldest. And then you as a mother, you say, no. Where are you going? Then you say, no, I'm going that route. Let me go with these children. Eh? They are holding themselves. It is the vehicles to move away for them.
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
Okay, me one time I was coming to work in town. I met a young baby going to school. There was a dog. He was even fearing. So I had to first of all leave the way I was taking. I had to escort the baby to where the school was, and I left that baby nearer to the school because we had passed by the dog, and then I had to go back and take my way. But as parents, even at times you talk to parents, you may question them. Who can even leave that young baby on the road? What if someone, maybe now like this, there are people who used to behead children. What if your daughter is taken in that way? And they used to love girls. One time they beheaded a girl for step-by-step child. I think you remember that incident. Now, what if your baby is taken in such a way? As parents, yes, as parents. One time I was warning certain parents at the place where I stayed in Chengera. One parent now started, talking rudely. That woman, I know Gezi. I said, abantu banoonya baana. Omwana tafunika, omwana tazaalika. And then God has blessed you with a baby girl, and then you are just careless with your baby. So I said, okay, maybe these people, they don't love their kids. I think I should do what? I should just keep quiet. But again, at least you feel pain. Because you feel that love for the kids, you say, how can I just leave my kids like that? Me, I used to have my children at Victoria's primary school. But I could bring them every morning. I put them at the gate. And I wait for you, the teacher, to tell me that maybe the daughter was maybe knocked down or what. When I brought him up to your gate, but it was good, I didn't have any of such cases. Okay. Because I used to take them myself up to the school gate. And then, where they could board the vehicle from, it was just near the school. It was on the left-hand side, so they could just come out of the school, and then they pick that vehicle, it takes them home, and the road is just even on the left-hand side. So I could feel it was safe with me. So as parents, let us take that initiative. Do take good care of your children. If it is taking them to school, please do, because these girls are very... They are precious, they are vulnerable. Yes, a very good word. Because once you lose her, you've lost every good thing you would have got out of her. Now, like me, if at all my parents didn't bring me up well, the world would have missed me. Yes, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, we are because we are women. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. With that, we are going to go for a short break. And when we come back, we shall continue with a student who will tell us, how do you feel when you're left alone to go to school? Don't go away.
It's what you live, what you breathe, and what you sleep. It's your passion. Now, let us bring it to life. Pressure on the field. Witness the pain and determination. Experience every tackle.
Gets it up in the air. What a tackle.
And feel the emotion of the crowd. Sharpen your senses with lifelike detail and clarity. And intense surround sound.
South Africa leads. Back to the Cheetahs.
Bring your love of sport to life.
An opportunity, and the shot is drilled in the back of the net. It's a superb finish. It's over. Off you go, Amanda.
HEB for Sport. Only on Record TV.
Wedding fairy tales.
I've been around this world. I've been a lot of places. Seen a million faces in 1,000 times.
It brings you motivational marriage quotes, gratifying fashion and essence, spanking decoration, wedding fairy tales.
I knew I found heaven, and I've been wanting to tell you I'm never wanna let you go.
Catch the most romantic, fun, only on Record TV. Wedding fairy tales, Sundays 1 p.m. and Thursdays 3 p.m.
Good evening. Welcome back from that short break. For those who are just tuned in, today we are discussing parenting. We are looking at mothers, parents out there, guardians, those who take care of girl children. You know, we are so much on the girls. Please, for those who say that why don't we talk about the boys, girls are more vulnerable. They are more precious. And you know, when a girl is misled, you forget her. So we want to see, and I always tell people that educate a girl, educate a female to get a better nation. Let us look at our girl children. How have we prepared them? Mothers out there, aunties, uncles, dads. How have you prepared your girl children? What have you done for them? This is what we are discussing, and we've come back with, why do you take your children far away from where you are? You stay somewhere, you decide to educate the child from another place. Whereas she has to commute daily. We are going to look at the bad things in it and the good thing in it. Thank you. Phoebe, how do you feel? How do you feel, you know? It's like your mom, maybe you've discussed with your friends and your father saying, even they're just they just tell me to take myself to school. Because now, have you seen girls who are bringing themselves to school?
Actually, in secondary, it's the commonest thing at my school. It's very rare to find a parent bringing a child at school.
Even in your school?
In my school,
I thought sisters
rare.
are so strict there.
We don't have sisters there.
But it's very common.
It's very rare to find a parent bringing a child, like these day scholars, but boarders. Very few come alone. Because you see, they need the bank slips, they need the word, the parent has to pay most of the stuff at school.
Okay, now let us look at for girls to come alone at school. You as a girl, what do you think can happen?
Let me first bring the disadvantage. At times we children, like at times I get scared of the road. I'm like, I'm a girl. I know at times you're attractive to the men there. I feel unsafe. And I know my fists are not good enough to hit someone.
Hey, this woman go
I'm not firm enough to hit someone so that the person can leave me alone. At times I feel unsafe. I say in case someone bumps to me and maybe rapes me, I feel like, oh my God, at this early time, at early in the morning, I'm going to school alone. At least I would have got someone to escort me to school. And actually, there are these young ones. Let me leave me myself as grown up. Out of these ones who are even scared of the dark.
Okay.
Scared of the people in the area. Maybe there is a neighbor who barks a lot, and I'm afraid of that neighbor. Why won't I reach very late at school, waiting there in the road, hiding in the corner maybe, to wait for that person to move, and then I go to school?
But Phoebe, today you were .com. You know, I've always found children on the way they talk, the way they walk. These are the schools that are allowing girl children to grow hair. And I don't know what's wrong with their hair. The moment they plait them with all the styles, they think they are grown-ups. You find them walking, twisting their bums which are not on, you know, putting their chests up which even don't have breasts. The way they're talking, and then you tell me they fear.
There is this another thing. It was what I was going to say after this. You know, parents, leaving me to gardeners actually at this age, because me, I'm not this person who knows this whole town a lot, because me, I'm this person who stays inside our house and I rarely talk to people. That's me. But in this regime, this time of our age, leaving a child to go to school is an advantage to the child. Because you see, you've given me all the freedom. Why won't I first reach my friend's home? Maybe my friend is still asleep. Why won't I also have first asleep with them? Then after time when she goes to school is when I will also wake up and I go with her.
Oh my God.
Why won't I walk on the road in anywhere I feel like I talk to men? I go to maybe bars in the morning. I go for discos. I go for some useless stuff before I go to school.
Okay.
Right now at this age, another disadvantage. Disadvantage. People die these days. You know, road transport is the commonest thing. And me, the Kagali, have given money to walk on the road. I don't know how to cross. How will you see it finding me dead in the middle of the road, looking for the owner of the child when the owner is not even known? You work in Nansana, you've sent me to Buganda Road to school. If in case I get an accident in those roads, how will you even know? How will those people know that I belong to you?
Parents out there, let me hope they are hearing this. Because there is, one time I was seated in a certain arcade in the evening. I saw children from Nakasero Primary and Buganda Road Primary. They were coming from school. They always pass in the kids. But if you see the way they walk, children walk carelessly. They are not guided. They are shouting. It's like the freedom is theirs. They are girls. They are walking in groups as girls. Nowadays we have, I'm not saying that men are bad. I'm not saying that the youth are bad. No, but we are looking at a girl child, trying to see how are we raising a girl child. You leave them, they go back home alone, but the way they were walking, talking in a vulgar language, they passed one of the guys and the guys talked to them, you know, violated them with using the mouth. The way the girls replied, I felt like entering under the tables that were, you know, I was seated in a certain restaurant. I felt bad. But parents out there, these are the mothers. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
I can hear you. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hello?
Good evening to you. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Yeah, I'm calling my brother.
Yes, Dennis? Please, Dennis, go on.
Yeah, I'm calling from Rambanana from Kerala Road.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the program, but it is so interesting.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Raising a child is not easy.
Okay.
According to this age, especially this .com world.
Yes.
But if you were to parent a child,
yes,
like from baby class up to maybe university, it's not so easy.
Yes.
you find that a child is misled when he joins school.
Okay.
But here, but child is at least is there right away from home.
Okay.
You find that the child is taught how to behave, is taught how to speak, is taught how to speak verbal language, just gradually from the grassroots.
Yes.
Well, I would say that a child, especially parents, they would say, don't use verbal language at home.
Yes.
Same applies when but when you say that this child joins school, you find that maybe the kid they start maybe you hear you not find a word. They start using even the songs after they play the TV, they see them. There are some bad songs which are also about word.
Yes.
Even the institutions and outside those using those words.
Yes.
But still, a problem. For you to try over level better as a parent to say that don't do this. Even if you send them to church, you find that these children, they do the same. But when they go back to school, again, that is the whole thing.
Okay.
But for you, my child is very well. But then when they go, maybe from nursery up to they will start behaving, changing, something. Even that you find that my child here, you find me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
For that. Again, when you go to even if they are friends who have bad in their phone, whereby they don't will go to something.
Okay.
To me, I would say, parenting, it is both done by parents and teachers.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dennis. Do I have another caller? Thank you so much, Dennis. You've heard what Dennis has said. Yes, we are looking at parenting as parents at home, but it goes up to school.
Yeah.
That we've been saying, you know. I think you agree with me. And you've heard, and Dennis, thank you very much for the contribution, what you've heard, but what do you have to tell him? Because I said the children pretend. They are so good, you say don't do this, but then all of a sudden, what do you think brings that?
First of all, I also want to thank Dennis for the contribution, but I'm still telling him, don't give up.
Yeah.
Because these children, as you talk to them, that still rings up in their minds. And you have to warn them for the peer groups they have to join. Now, like if it comes to the university, okay, university students. Me, I went to university when I was a grown-up, after even giving birth. But I could look at those young girls. You look at them, okay, you have to tell them that please, such and such, okay, if a parent tells you A, B, C, D, mind about what the parent has told you and watch. Don't just join every group. Me, I could talk to those young girls because I was an old woman at school and at university. So I could tell them, please mind what your parent tell you from home. And me, I didn't get okay that I went to university when I was very big because I wanted to go to and join university to polish up my profession. So that you have to mind, even the boys at the university, they used to backbite me. Like, ekikazi ekyo kirina empisa zaakyo, kirina engeri kiremera ku nsonga. I could warn them, please don't do ABCD. Don't talk for us that, okay, dirty language. I could tell them, even in groups. So, please, Dennis, don't give up. These girls, they do hear what we tell them and they will watch. And though, okay, at times when you talk to them, they pretend as if not hearing. But if you see such funny girls, and even if you know them and you can talk to those girls, talk to them too about the language they use, and then your daughter, and they will grow up to be very good citizens in the in the world, in the nation, to the nation. Because of what you always tell them. When we talk, don't only talk to your daughter or your children or your kids. Even involve those friends of theirs. Tell them, warn them. If it is all about maybe trying to con girls and playing sex, warn them. Tell them about the bad thing in it. They will understand, and surely, I tell you, they won't do that.
Nalongo, there is this thing I always wish. If only we could go back to those times when a child was for everybody. Whoever would find a child would say, no, you've done bad. They don't do it like that. Because when we were growing up, that's how it was. Someone would find you playing on the way. There was a teacher in Goyogerere, I remember, called himself national teacher. Whether you are from which school or which school, let him get you by 8:30, 9 on the way. He used to teach in Kamuli, in Chireka there, but everybody knew him from Chireka. He would punish you from Chireka up to the time you'd reach school. You're in a school uniform, now which school? What are you doing on the road? You're supposed to be at school. If only, I don't know, but since we're with development brings a lot. Now if you find a child on the way saying something vulgar, you will only close your ears or you will swallow saliva, a big lump, and say, oh my God, where did this child grow from? Forgetting that that child will mingle with your child tomorrow. What do you have to say, Grace, with what Dennis has said that?
Yeah, I'm also encouraging him to continue speaking the truth. All the truth he needs, like last time when what I said, he should speak the truth, tell the child whatever he wants. Even you, like when you find somebody on the road, somebody's child, we should not say that this generation or what. Because that one of long ago, it helped us. But it's still, most times, still. So let us continue. Because normally when I find them, I also ask, you're supposed to be, to have bathed already. What are you doing outside this time? They abuse me, but still I will stand. I'll stand and I continue with them, please, do this. Okay. They say whatever they say, but please, let's continue doing our responsibility.
Me one time, I met certain girls, they studied in Mugongo. So they were 4 of them. I think some of a second boy abused them. Then this girl put there a very big one. I told her, shame upon you. You're a beautiful girl. Can you speak certain a big word? Can it come out of your mouth? Then she was as if shying around. She took off quickly. Now the 3 will remain behind. There was a short one. She told me, Mama, thank you so much. We shan't do it again. So to me, that was a goal. Because I said, at least, though the other one has gone, but the 3...
She was ashamed.
Yes, she was ashamed. I said, after all, the 3 have had. And I could see them and tell them, no, you are the leaders of tomorrow. Never say such words on the way. I tell them, you see, you are putting on a uniform of Mugongo. You are shaming your school. Whatever bad thing you do, and you're putting on a school uniform, you are shaming your school where you are studying from. So make sure you have to be well behaved. And you have another school. I always meet certain small girls when I'm going back home. So I met certain children, they are moving on the way, they were talking in English, conversing. I told them, oh, which school do you go to? I said, okay, trying to do what? Trying to boost them up. Yes. Trying to show them that really you are sharp, you are good. I told them, keep on. That is very good. So they were like, oh, this is good. I even got some money. I told them, how many are you? I got some money. I gave it to them. They were very happy. Whenever they meet me, they are happy. They continue to do what? To speak English as they are going back. That boosted them. They knew at least there is someone who is really happy with what is going on. So let us not just maybe talk to our children, but even those, though they abuse you on the way, Me, I always meet children when I'm coming to work, but I tell them, once you meet me at 7:30, know that you are late. Why don't you run to school? So when a certain customer boy met me, and when I looked at him, he knew what I was going to do. He started taking off, running to school. I told him, then that is very good. That is what you should do. Because once you don't teach your children to go early to school, you are ruining them. Even in office, they will take their time. They reach office, they will have to reach office very late, and who will allow you on their places of work? No one will accept you. So you have to teach them from down. Okay. Though they seem to pretend as if they are not hearing, they are hearing you. They will do what you are telling them.
Okay, Phoebe. It seems in 1 minute, what do you have to say to the parents? Or to your fellow girls there? What do you, because there is a lot we expect from you as you're going back to school. Give us a word to the parents and to you in 1 minute.
One thing to the parents, call a spade a spade.
Meaning?
Always speak the truth. You know, these days, we children of these days, we are advanced. We know the whole truth. Now, if you don't tell me the real thing,
oh God.
If you don't tell me the real thing, you don't tell me like, Phoebe, you move around on the road maybe at night, episode David Jakula. You know, me and my brothers have a saying at home. Because you know you're always stubborn, eh? So there is a chance of beasts and chiboko. So you're always like, we always went towards the other and we're like, the episode David get nakuja. And I always tell them, chances of episode are 0%. But of Emigo, because of shouting, are 100%. Because you know, whenever you yell to the top of your voice, mommy that is going to come out of the house and tell you, stop shouting for us. So, if you tell me there are beasts on the road, I'll be like, let me go and show you there are beasts. But if you tell me there are boys on the road, they are there, they are going to con you. If they con you, they will give you AIDS, they will give you pregnancy. I'll know, yes, disadvantages. Don't tell me the boys will sleep on you. They will sleep on you and do what? If you sleep on the person won't do anything. But if you tell me if you have sex with the person, you will get AIDS, you will get pregnant, you will even get other diseases.
I love it. Okay.
Call a spade a spade. If you lie these days when you find a child of baby class, middle class, nursery, when the child knows that if you tell a person if you sleep on someone, you'll do that. But the child tells you, no, mom, if you sleep on a person, the person won't get pregnant. But if you have sex with the person will do this. Tell the children the truth. If you tell us the truth, we will take the truth. If you lie us, we will also lie you.
Thank you, Phoebe.
And another thing, you talk about the teachers. These days, I don't know the kind of teachers you have.
Huh?
But actually, I thank my teachers from primary. I adore those people from primary. On my former school, Victoria's Primary School, those people call a spade a spade. Those people talk the truth to children. If there is AIDS in the world, though you're in nursery, they tell you there is AIDS, don't do this, don't do this. They tell you starting from teaching you about Christ, teach about the social life, then all the stuff. But these days you find teachers even hide stuff from the children. You're like, you people, you go out there, you play with boys, play with them. Playing with a person is not bad. What will I have to play with that person then I get something wrong? Tell me the exact thing and I'll do what you want me to do. All I will do the needful. But if you keep on lying to us, what will you expect from us? We always do the opposite of what you tell us.
Thank you, Phoebe. Grace, in just seconds.
Yeah, I also encourage the parents to speak the truth. I will encourage them to always speak the truth, to continue. Let them not get tired. Because the Bible says that, train up a child in a godly manner or way, and when they grow up, they will not leave it, or they will not forget it. Much as they can play around, but they will be knowing the truth. Thank you so much.
Okay, Nalongo, lastly, within seconds.
As parents outside there, let us not leave our children to the grave, to go to the grave when we are still alive. Always talk. Don't hide anything, as Phoebe has said. Talk to them straight. You call them, talk to them, show them the right thing, the right way to go. If it needs a cane, give them a cane and tell them, please, I'm beating you, or I'm disciplining you, of maybe moving out with boys, going to now, like, okay, maybe girls of universities, you have to tell them, please don't walk this way, because as parents, now like the university kids, girls, maybe they are not given enough money, so they have to buy handouts, they have to go to have transport and ABCD. They have a boy who will provide handouts. I used to hear them on the way talking. They have to have a boy who will provide lunch. They have, so to have those boyfriend, not boyfriend, boy lovers. So parents, let us talk to our girl children, let us encourage them, tell them, though you are hungry, hunger won't kill you. Give them some little money to at least make them pass through the day. Let us work hard and provide them for handouts. If they are this one for secondary and primary, let us provide that small things they need, eatables, not to test them to go to have sugar daddies and everybody, border men. May God bless you so much. Thank you for viewing.
And with that, I really thank my guests and the discussion we've had. For those who have been viewing us, thank you very much for tuning in to Record TV. And for those who have been able to discuss with us, please, I encourage you, continue doing it. You call, you discuss with us. Dennis, thank you very much for your contribution. I've been your host, Pros Kajibu Okubida. Good night. The news is on the way.